Hey everyone! So we left our camper van in Athens and flew to Istanbul, and this is just a few days that we stayed in Istanbul. We stayed on the Asian side and took ferries in the harbour and did a tiki tour around Istanbul, otherwise known as Constantinople. Enjoy! Join the journey as we flew into Istanbul, landed on the Asian side and took stock of what the surrounding area looked like. The bustle of the people, the taxis, the cars everywhere, sounds and smell of a new city, and the food, a feast for the eyes and for the stomach. Just amazing, and the myriad of languages. And we were not that far from where we were staying, except Ollie's got a sore knee, so he's like, no, we get a taxi. Everyone's saying, no, it's not that far, you can walk. We're like, no, we're not walking, and Istanbul's quite hilly. Hey everyone. So we were very grateful. So we left our camper van in Athens. It was about mid-afternoon, and this is just a few days hot. That we stayed in Istanbul. We stayed in an art house with the plum tree was right outside. Asian side. And took so ferries in the harbour and did a tiki tour around Istanbul, otherwise known as Constantinople. This is the art house interior that we stayed in. Really, really eclectic. We found it on Airbnb. Beautiful tiles. And it was in a very old area that had a lot of antiques there. Cats of Istanbul. Contemplating life, sitting outside the old house on the Asian Quarter side of Constantinople, Istanbul. Rainbow umbrellas as we walk up the hill.
Thank you very much.
Omar, my name.
Went to the Grand Bazaar. Ollie got a beard cut, traditional Turkish style beard cut. The Grand Bazaar bustling with people. Hundreds of years of heritage and history and people and bartering. And then this is the beautiful Istanbul downtown, nearby the Hagia Sophia. A lot of Istanbul is actually really deep underground. These are the water systems just across the road from Hagia Sophia. The story of how they were built and carved out, and this is the Medusa head at the base of every column. This originally would have been all full of fresh water for Istanbul. It's quite airy, and there was blind fish living in the bottom of this area here. Went to the archaeological museum, just beautiful history. Cats, ancient history, ancient carvings. Just interesting to see all the beautiful detail, the stories that must have been behind all of these. The mosaics. So this is the Archaeological Museum in Istanbul. And then we have street art and coming back to modern day life. The old and the new, and the hills to walk up. Food and Turkish coffee. Ollie. Modern day mosaics. The harbour of Istanbul, we took a ferry. And the scenery of Istanbul by water. The old and the new together. Brands are full of rugs and people selling you things, food galore. More oranges. The pudding shop. The food stalls and the streets of Istanbul. The tea shops. The teas are amazing. The collections they have and the colours and the smells. Hagia Sophia, such an old building, beautiful. Massive monument, very old, huge columns, huge pillars, huge doors. Look at that. And a collection of Christian and Muslim together. Mosaics, some restored and some completely lost. Stone mosaics, huge doors. This has an awe about it. So we spent a few days in Istanbul, and then after this we flew to Cappadocia. The cats of Istanbul, there's so many of them, and then street art. So you've got the old and the new, the teas, the smells, the people, the language. It's a very vibrant city. Beautiful marble sinks that we considered taking back to Greece for our house, but we didn't. The food, incredible. Stay tuned for Cappadocia next. And the landscape, look. Pegasus Air. The last clip was us flying out of Istanbul towards Cappadocia, where we landed, picked up a car and drove ourselves around the area. We see the beautiful balloons filling up and flying over our hotel and the whole surrounding area where there's been Star Wars filmed there, and it's just ancient and old. So tune in for the next video. We'll see you soon.